Jay, the big news locally is the risk for severe weather.
Yeah, you can feel it building out there. You really can, and you have been able to feel it all day long. Let's kick things off with Chief Meteorologist Betsy Kling. Betsy, what are things looking like right now?
Well, definitely hot and steamy, that is for sure. But what is the big story here is actually the clouds that are circulating back here in Illinois. That is an upper level low. That is basically going to energize all the heat, all the humidity that we have in play. And where all of it comes together, we have a line of storms that's forming. We have been keeping an eye on this the last couple days. The setup is most certainly here. And it does look like once we get into the overnight hours, then this should start to move through. I'm going to go over and boot my computer a little bit. It's being a little rambunctious at this point, but here's the thing. As these storms are coming into the area, what you see here is this yellow. That's convective available potential energy. Basically, we have a lot of ingredients for these thunderstorms to live on. And as we continue on through the evening, the conditions are not expected to change all that much, so we're anticipating things getting a little rambunctious. There's where the warnings are right now. Out to the west of us, there's severe thunderstorm warnings in Michigan and then down here into western sections of Ohio. All of this will continue to sweep eastward. Now, of course, the kicker here is that it's all well and good that we have a severe thunderstorm watch and we have warnings, but what I want to show you is the reports that are coming out of this. All of these little boxes you see here are high wind reports with some damage reported. We've had wind gusts up over 60 miles per hour with some of these storms, and certainly it looks like the conditions don't change all that much as it gets closer to us. So the National Weather Service decided to put out a severe thunderstorm watch. That means the conditions are here. Notice that it goes right along the I-71 corridor and also into Holmes County. That does not mean you are in the clear if you are east of there. Your watch could be coming a little bit later. They're watching how things kind of progress. But we do have a few little pop-ups ahead of the main line that we're expecting later on. Now, you've probably been outside. You felt the heat. You felt the humidity. We'll talk about that. But the wind has been blowing a lot, too. The wind is already strong. Now you throw thunderstorms in on top of that, and it just gets crazy. So that's why our concern primarily is for high wind, and then you kind of get into the other stuff, too. I mentioned it's hot. We're up around 90 degrees right now in most of the area, but it's the humidity that is disgusting right now. It is in the low 70s as far as dew points go. Friends, it doesn't get much more humid here in Northeast Ohio, so the stick factor is there. Let's go through an hour-by-hour forecast here, and you can see how the storms start to march in. This is a look at what it could look like at 7 o'clock. Again, this could adjust east or west depending on how the evolution goes. We're just kind of getting into the beginning of this right now. But our western counties up through Lorain and Ashland counties getting in on some of that severe weather, and then it will continue to move eastward. Note the line will have embedded areas where we'll have wind surges that come through. Otherwise, it's a good thunderstorm that's going to come in with torrential rain, and then it begins to move out after 9 o'clock toward the state line area at 10, and then we're done. So we've got to get this line in and out of here this evening. Damaging winds are our primary concern as we go through the evening. Wind gusts up over 70 miles per hour are possible, not likely, but it only takes 50, 60 mile per hour winds to get things going. We also have hail as a possibility for us, as well as a tornado risk because some of these thunderstorms bump into each other, and then also a flooding risk. That's just because of the torrential rainfall. So we are on it. The team is in place. We have a plan that we are moving through right now, and we're just going to keep you informed as we go through the rest of the evening. Romney?
All right. Thank you so much, Betsy.